Hey guys, it's Kobe with Rural Bible Reviews coming at you again this week with another Bible review. This time we're going to be looking at the ESV Heirloom Bible Heritage Edition, and it is in the Wellington leather. Now, you can get this edition in, of course, the Wellington like I have here. You can get it in the goat skin, but something that Crossway does that I really like, you can also get it in a non-premium edition. For a lot cheaper price. It's different paper and everything, but still, I mean, if you like this layout but you don't want to pay the money, you can get it in a much cheaper layout. So as always, I'm going to leave a link down below for this one, but you can also look on the Crossway website for the other editions of it. But anyway, let's talk about this one. So as always, it comes in this beautiful two-piece box. Crossway does a really good job with those. Here is the back of it. I'll let you guys pause there. That way you can look at it. There is your ISBN for those of you that need it. And when you open up the box, you have your pledge card with a lifetime warranty. And as always, it's wrapped in this beautiful velour type thing, or cloth, I should say. And then I'm going to set this off, and here is the Bible. Now, if you'll remember, Crossway did, what was the leather called? Not Wellington, it was another, it just left me. Horween leather. I don't know why it left me. But they did Horween Bibles, and then they turned around and did the Wellington Bibles. To me, the Wellington doesn't seem quite as dark. Maybe it is, I don't know, but to me this is a really beautiful Bible. It's still the same concept. As you can see, it got a little scratch there, so that's just part of how these Bibles are going to break in. So if you don't like that and you want the premium Bible, then I recommend getting the goat skin. I like these though, just because to me they look clean. But as you can see, you've got perimeter stitching. I love the spine work. You've got Holy Bible, ESV, English Standard Version, and Crossway, but it's blind stamped. That's what I like about it. You've got your 4 raised hubs. You've got the back here, which is, of course, nothing on it. You do have the art gilding, the pinkish salmon color under the gold. It does come with 4 double-sided satin ribbons, one black, one, I don't know, kind of a dark brown, I guess you could say. One of a more of a different shade of brown, and one cream colored, which is very helpful because this is a thicker Bible. This is a 8.25 by 5.5. It does have the 9.25 lexicon font. It is a black letter text. It is high quality Bible paper. Crossway has it as simple, straightforward layout with generous margins. I saw someone refer to the Legacy Edition as a miniature wide margin. This one is too. The main difference in the two, and I'll show you this one has the headings in the text, whereas the Legacy has it to the outside of the text. So, but it is a single column format. It is paragraph. Full color maps. It's got the 4 ribbon markers, the art gilding. It is line matched. It is Smith sewn. Now, you got to keep in mind, they are going to update the ESV, as we already know. There's already some editions out. Right now, this Bible is $279.99 if you're a Crossway Plus member. But when they re-release this one into the new edition, it's going to be called the ESV Heirloom Bible Veritas Edition. And it's going to be coming in different formats. You can get it in a, let's see, the one here I'm looking at is a calfskin mahogany. They're going to have a calfskin granada, a cowhide British tan, full yap, and a cowhide Tuscan green. So they're going to have different editions. The calfskin mahogany is going to be $244.99. The calfskin mahogany, the calfskin granada is also $244.99. So is the Cowhide British Tan Full Yap. And then the Cowhide Tuscan Green is also $244.99. These are on pre-order. It says these will be out October the 30th. Now, I did notice that the Mahogany and the Granada both had the gold full stamping, and the green one, the Tuscan Green and the British Tan, both had the blind stamping. It's also, they're going to change to 3 ribbon markers instead of 4. But rumor is, in the Heirloom Editions, Crossway is upping their ribbon game. So we'll see. To me, again, I know Crossway gets a lot of slack for their ribbons, and they are thin, but I mean, they serve the purpose. And for a Bible this size, these are fine. But anyway, we'll open it up. You do have a leather liner. It is edge lined. And like I always tell you guys, do not separate. Well, I can't even get them. Don't separate that, because that's part of the reinforcement. And then you've got your presentation page where it says the Holy Bible presented to. You've got marriages, births and adoptions. And then you've got your deaths, if I can get to it. There it is. And your deaths. And then you see Holy Bible, ESV, Holy Bible, English Standard Version, containing the Old and the New Testament. I don't know why I get on here and my fingers don't ever want to work. You ever do that? You ever be doing something and everything's going just fine, and then when you need to, do this or something, then it just stops, It's like you can't do nothing. Happens to me a lot. You guys know that, but that's okay. All right. Here is your title page. Like I said, it is the 2016 text edition. This was printed and bound in the Netherlands by Royal Youngblood. Here's your table of contents. You've got your preface and everything. And like I always tell you guys, if you're not familiar with a translation, read your preface. And then, well, I'm telling you, the pages are easy to turn, I promise. There's your Old Testament title page, and then here you go. And you see what I mean? What I like about this one, it pulls out from the gutter. Like I said, it is paragraph format. You've got your footnotes at the bottom. There are no cross references, but look, you do have a little bit of a margin here. Let me see if I can get my ruler here, and we'll see exactly how big of a margin we've got. Because like I say, it's almost like it's a miniature wide margin. So you've got, let's see, a little over 3/4 of an inch. So, I mean, you could take some decent notes in that. I write tiny, so if I was to take notes, I could do it. Because, like I say, I write real tiny. And look, we're in Genesis 1, and it's wanting to, it's wanting to lay a little flat there. I've had this Bible for a while, and I've used it. I've read from it, things like that, carried to church, so it has broke in a little bit. But here is one of the ribbon markers, and I'm going to go ahead and, there you go, that way you can really see. But I love this because the text does not run down into the gutter. It's easy to read. This is a good size Bible. Let me get over to the poetry section. That way you can see how it is. Here's Job, and here's the Psalms. You can see there's very little ghosting. The camera always picks up more than what there is. But in your poetry section, you've got even more space where you can, make your notes and everything. And then we're going to flip over here to the New Testament. If I can get over, and here you can see the poetry and the regular layout there. Like I say, it's just a great Bible. The paper's very smooth. I really like it. I know that several people have done reviews on these, and they've done reviews on the cheaper editions. They've even had some of them rebound, which, like I said, it'd be a perfect rebind candidate. Here's your New Testament title page. And here we go into Matthew. We'll get over here to Matthew, and there you can see clearly it is a black letter text. Do you guys have one of these? What do you think about it? Do you use it? Do you like it? But would you use this as a miniature wide margin? Am I off in saying that? I feel like it is. like I say, when I saw someone, they'd marked up their legacy, it was Bible Geek Squad, which go subscribe to his channel if you haven't already. Shout out to him. But he was making notes, getting ready to preach a sermon, and someone said they liked that he was using it like a miniature white margin. And I was like, well, you know, mine is too. The Heirloom edition, it's basically a miniature wide margin as well. So that's a very good comparison, I think, for these two little Bibles. And then we'll get here to the end of Revelation. We'll get to the back. I'll show you guys what we got going on here. So there's the end of Revelation. You got the one blank page. You got your tables of weights and measures. And then you've got a few more blank Bible pages. There is no concordance. And then you've got your crossway maps, as you can see. And then you've got a couple of pages of cardstock, couple of 3 pages of cardstock, and then there's the back of it. So, what do you guys think? Do you have one of these? Do you want one of these? Would you want the Wellington? Would you want the goat skin? Maybe get the cheaper edition, get a rebound? Sorry about that, I had to get a drink. I personally wouldn't mind getting one of the cheaper editions and getting a rebound. That's just me. But also, I want to mention, today, as I'm recording you this, it is Thursday, but when this releases, happy birthday, America. It'll be July 4th for us, which is our Independence Day. So, you know, if you celebrate accordingly, please be safe. Don't lose a finger tomorrow or do anything crazy with the fireworks. Sadly, I won't be watching the fireworks. I have to work the next day and get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I'll be going to bed, but I will be cooking out and everything. So I'm actually enjoying getting back-to-back days off. That doesn't happen for me often. So, but I am grateful for that. I am grateful to live in this country where we do have our freedom, where we can celebrate and worship God as we see fit, which is the Presbyterian way. No, I'm just joking, guys. I'm just joking. I'm not trying to stir up anything. No, as I say, I'll leave the links down below for where you can buy this Bible from Crossway. Also, my link tree is there where you can subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Please do so. You can also follow me on social media. I have a Facebook and an Instagram. Also, my Buy Me a Coffee will be there. If you feel so led where you can donate to the channel, please do so. If not, it's fine. Also, there's a link to the Truth and Love Network. As you can see, I've got my wristband on again today. I recently joined up with those guys. Go check them out and all the different podcasts and things that they offer. Also, there's a link to the Wrath and Grace Universe. Go check it out. I really believe in what those guys are doing and the content that they're putting out. Also, there will be another video next week. I'm trying to decide on what I'm going to do it on. You know, as you guys know, I went to the PCA General Assembly last week and got the little Westminster Confession of Faith. And I did find my 1689 Baptist one too. So I might do it on those. I don't know. It might be another Bible. Either way, I will do it on something. I will have another video. I really do thank you guys for sticking with me. I know I went where I wasn't recording there for a while, but I'm trying to stay into the habit of recording weekly. I know I could have used today as an excuse of, well, it's you know, I got me a long little, like a weekend type thing almost, and you know, I don't want to record, but I'm not going to do that. Like next Thursday, I took off next weekend. Next Friday's my birthday, actually. And again, I'm not going to use that as an excuse. I'm still going to record a video and still put one out. So I'm still going to try to keep doing that, unless there's just something, you know, tragic that happens or something like that, then I won't be able to do so. But I am going to keep going. And like I say, I'm still looking for a new thing to hold my phone with to record the videos, because I would like to start doing a little bit differently. Maybe you know, that way I can have more like casual type videos too. I do like doing Bible reviews and book reviews. You know, I sprinkle some of those in, but I would like to be able to do different type videos where, you know, maybe we can discuss something theological, or maybe even I could go live, you know, and do something like that. But anyway, I really do appreciate you guys, like I said. And if you haven't already, comment, or if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, turn on that bell notification, like the video, share the video, comment on the video. And like I said, until next week, grace and peace.